In the hushed, sterile confines of a forgotten university basement, a line was about to be crossed, not on a map, but in the very code of life itself. This is the story of the first stitch, the moment humanity reached into the primordial soup and dared to rewrite the recipe. The air hums with the low thrum of machinery. Inside a makeshift cleanroom, shielded from the world by layers of lead and secrecy, Dr. Aris Thorne prepares for his final act. For years, he had chased a radical dream to bridge the evolutionary gap, to weave together the ancient, resilient DNA of a reptile with the warm-blooded complexity of a mammal. This wasn't just science. It was a form of biological poetry, an attempt to create a life form that could withstand the harshest extremes, a testament to life's tenacity. His theory was elegant, his methods precise. He believed that by integrating reptilian genes for metabolic control and cellular repair into a mammalian embryo, he could unlock unprecedented resilience. Imagine a creature that could slow its heart to a near stop to survive famine, or regrow damaged tissues with reptilian efficiency, all while retaining the higher cognitive functions of a mammal. It was a beacon of hope in a world teetering on the brink of environmental collapse. But theories are just ink on paper. Tonight, theory would become flesh and blood. On a sterile tray, a single fertilized ovum, no bigger than a grain of sand, awaited its transformation. It was a standard murine embryo, but it was about to become the vessel for a revolution. Thorne's hands, steady despite the tremor in his soul, guide a micropipette. Inside its glass-thin tip is the payload, a custom-synthesized genetic sequence, meticulously crafted from the DNA of the caiman lizard. It's a dance of microscopic precision. He pierces the delicate membrane, a breath held in the silence of the lab, and injects the reptilian code. The first stitch is made. The modified embryo is then placed into an artificial womb, a complex bioreactor of Thorne's own design. It's a web of tubes and sensors pumping a nutrient-rich fluid, mimicking the perfect environment for growth. For months, this machine would be its world. Thorne watches the monitors, his face illuminated by the soft green glow of data streams, heartbeat, cellular division, nutrient absorption. Every vital sign is a prayer answered. Days bleed into weeks, weeks into months. The solitude of the lab becomes Thorne's reality. He eats, sleeps, and breathes by the rhythm of the machine. He watches the embryo grow, its form shifting from a simple cluster of cells into something recognizable, yet utterly alien. On the ultrasound display, he sees the developing spine, the budding limbs. But there are anomalies. The dermal layer shows a faint lattice-like pattern reminiscent of scales. The cardiac rhythm is unusually slow, yet powerful. It is both mammal and reptile, a perfect, terrifying synthesis of his design. He documents everything, his log entries shifting from scientific observation to something more personal, more philosophical. I have stitched a new thread into the tapestry of life, he writes one night. I must now see what pattern it will weave. The date for birth arrives. The creature, now fully formed, is ready to be transferred from the artificial womb to a controlled atmospheric chamber. The final step is to activate its own respiratory system. All the data suggests it's ready. The lungs are developed, the circulatory system robust. Everything is perfect. Too perfect. As he stands before the console, his hand hovering over the activation sequence, a profound hesitation grips him. The weight of his creation settles upon him like a physical shroud. For months, he had been a scientist, an engineer. But in this moment, he is a creator, a father, a god in a lab coat. He looks at the creature suspended in the amber fluid of the bioreactor. It's peaceful, its eyes closed, unaware of the world it's about to enter, a world that isn't ready for it, a world he has just irrevocably changed. This is where our story takes a startling turn. We recently recovered fragments of the lab's security footage from that night. The grainy, silent video shows Dr. Thorne at the console. He reaches for the activation button, and then he stops. His hand freezes just inches from the panel. The camera's timestamp ticks forward. 1 second he looks at the chamber, his expression a storm of conflict. 5 seconds he seems to be wrestling with a monumental decision. 8 seconds, 9. Is it fear? Is it war? Is it regret? 10 seconds. 11. For 11 full seconds, the creator hesitates to give his creation breath. It's a lifetime in the silence of that lab, an eternity where hope and terror hang in perfect, excruciating balance. What happens in a man's soul during those 11 seconds? He's not just activating a machine, he's pulling a trigger, unleashing a new form of life onto a planet that has never seen its like. He is taking the final, irreversible step from discovery to domination. Then his finger moves. He presses the button. A series of soft clicks echo in the lab as the life support system activates. The fluid in the bioreactor begins to drain. The creature, exposed to the air for the first time, twitches, its small chest rises, then falls. A breath, the first breath. Its eyes, reptilian in their vertical slit pupils, but mammalian in their depth. Snap open, they are ancient and new, and they fixate on Thorne. In that gaze there is no malice, no anger. Just a profound, unnerving intelligence. The hope he had nurtured for years is now real, breathing before him. But it is intertwined with a chilling, primal fear. He had succeeded. He had stitched together two worlds. But in doing so, had he unraveled his own? The first stitch of life was complete, and the world would never be the same. The footage ends there, leaving us with the haunting image of creator and creation, locked in a silent, world-altering gaze. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the birth of the unknown. If you found this story compelling, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more explorations into the shadows of science. Stay curious, and we'll see you next time.